Hello, MonstersAbound here, the Total War content creator that your mother warned you about, and with good reason. Welcome back to Total War 3 Kingdoms and part 2 of my Martung campaign, where last time we captured the donut factory. Of course, ancient China, big manufacturer of round glazed donuts, and we have captured that. The donut mine, it says copper mine, obviously that's probably some sort of spelling mistake. And
once again, I feel the warmth of home.
Exactly, Martung is loving some downtime, and that's very nice. Now, what I think we need to do, I kind of want to move our wife out of our army, because she doesn't really like either. It's a classic sitcom combination. She doesn't get on with them, they get on quite well, they don't get on with her. What sort of conflict can arise, and humorous situations could arise from that mix-up. Personally, I don't think it's probably a good idea to find out with that many people with weapons, so we might switch her out for someone else, but at the moment she's probably the best we can get, so we'll keep her. I think that Ma Chao, who is, let's just double check, he's currently 15. That's right, he will turn from a little fresh-faced boy into a big burly man in the space of one turn, actually. Puberty is a bitch, isn't it? So
Let the halls peal with laughter.
Yeah, that's true. I think Ma Chao and his mother get on quite well, so we might put them in the same army together and see how that goes. In the meantime, I would like to do some upgrade. Now, we could actually upgrade the horse pastures. The only problem is that's not actually going to... It's going to cost us another 10 upkeep. Another 10 upkeep, and it's going to save us 5% from our cavalry.
The conqueror returns.
Which... Is that actually going to help? I guess it will. I guess it does make sense, but we could save the money. Save the money, maybe upgrade the communal workshops here, get some more income from industry. We've got quite a lot of income from industry coming in, and if we can get some more buildings that will then increase that income, that could be really useful. We could actually turn this province into quite the money maker. Once we've dealt with Gong Du, who is currently at Hanzhong, a large town. Allegedly, he might have moved on since he took the city, but I'm going to assume he's there. Once we've done that, I want to sort of move on Hansu, because Hansu, as much as he is our sworn brother, he's also got a lot of territory that I kind of really want, and I think I might just take it. So we'll probably do that. But now all we can do really is end a turn. So let's just oh wait, assignments. So we got Pooh. I don't think I pronounced that right. We got Pooh last time. I'm thinking she's going to be... She really wants a higher court position. She really wants... So she's not very happy at the moment. Could we make her happier? If we go to this one here... She doesn't have any accessories. We could give her a wood nox. That'll make her feel a little better about life. Not quite... maybe she just enjoys the simple things. Playing with a little wood nox... Remembering her childhood. Either way, it's going to give her +4 satisfaction, hopefully keep her a little bit happy. What we're going to do is we're going to make her Supervised Construction, because that's going to reduce the construction costs in this region, which means we can then build things faster and cheaper. The other thing we've got to be slightly careful of is public... Oh, you again.
Depends on this.
No, it doesn't. Piss off.
It is your choice.
Go on, bugger off. Off you go. Toodle pip. So the other thing we've got to be careful about is public order, because, as we've seen, Martung he's not a people person. So we're not really doing well on the public order front. We need to fix that. Teng seeks to improve his fame. It is clear that China is falling ever further into chaos, and to restore peace, the tyrant must fall at last. The only way to combat the rising madness is to solidify your own claim on the realm's future. Although the Han must be protected, it is clear they cannot do it alone. By increasing your rank, you show the world that you are the Empire's defender. So we need to reach the second marquee, and that's going to give us -20 recruitment cost. And sparring partners. A chance to spar with your good friend arises, a rare opportunity in these frantic times. You confess to being a little out of practice as you begin, and soon find yourself on the end of a flurry of blows that you simply cannot anticipate. After falling to the floor one too many times, you concede, vowing to do better next time. So it looks like Ma Teng and his wife have having a little rough and tumble, and apparently that's made things a little better between them. It probably won't fix all the problems, but it probably has Let's have a look. Is it relations? So, yeah, currently they're friends. So we've got some nasty opinions. There's some things we don't agree with, but generally she's okay. She's okay with it. So let's continue moving down here. I think what we might do actually is head for Wudu to try the town in Wudu to try and offset some of these public order problems. And what we then can do is we can upgrade the land registry office. That's going to give us 2 food. That's important because we can then upgrade to the large town, then finally to the small city. The small city costs 2 food, but it will allow us to. It will give us 3 building slots to another building slot, and it will allow us to build the Confucian Temple. The Confucian Temple gives 4 public order. If we can get the 2nd rank of Confucian Temple, then we get a reform that gives us even more public order. And at that point, our public order problems should be fixed. Theoretically, anyway. So we're going to head down towards the large town in Hanzong. No, I'm not going to declare war on Dongzhao. I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. I don't need that kind of negativity.
Fire burns brightly and indiscriminately. But no flame can last forever. Starved of air, it chokes, it splutters, and is then extinguished. The tyrant is dead. Yet in the ashen darkness, the avaricious prowl.
So it looks like Dong Zhao has dropped dead, or at least Lebu has helped things along by stabbing him. But Ma Kong has also been born. Joyous occasion, a son has been born. New blood keeps the line strong, but also give rise to jealousy if other siblings feel their own position threatened. On the fall of the tyrant, the minister Wang Yun is plotting the overthrow of Dong Zhao. No longer willing to suffer the tyrant, it is said that Dong Zhao's adopted son has been manipulated into striking the killing blow. So Dong Zhao has been killed. That means his son will take over the faction. So Wang Yun was a minister in the government. He didn't like Dong Zhao, and eventually he managed to, using his daughter, cause friction between Dong Zhao and Lebu, and eventually Lebu went and killed him. But this was not the end of the problems for the Han dynasty, because a couple of Dong Zhao's generals, who were not given amnesty by Wang Yun, then marched on the capital and captured it, at least in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel. So Dong Min has taken over. He looks, well, he's certainly slimmer than his father anyway. Not sure he's got his good looks. So let's, I'm just going to, we're just going to head down. We're just going to head straight down here. I can't see anyone, but I'm a little bit nervous about marching down there. Can we reach it in 2 turns? No. Okay, we're going to be a little bit ballsy. And we're going to march. Okay, Gong Du is not actually in the city. I don't know where he is, but he's not there. Interesting. Okay. Okay, well, that's interesting. But at least now we can hit.
A peace born of desperation, not resolution.
Yeah, your desperation, because it looks like I'm marching on your city, and I don't know where you are, but you're certainly not near your city. I'm going to reject that.
Ungrateful swine.
Correct. Ah. Okay, so he has got an army.
For we are at war.
Liu Yan has declared... Who? Oh, it's this guy down here. Liu Yan. Okay. Now, that's not a major threat because these mountain passes take a while to get through. So if he does come for us, we can at least spot him before he causes us any problems. So we're just going to go, okay, sure, whatever. War is declared. Now, we could escalate this to an alliance war, but what I find is that Liu Yan is a bit half-hearted in his attack. So I don't think he's actually going to bother. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's going to bother. And if we escalate it to an alliance war, then Han Su will forever not let us make peace with him. So I think what we're going to do is we're not going to escalate it, because I just don't think it's worth it. So we've been declared war on, that's fine. Chaos in the capital. Dong Zhao is a mighty guardian emperor, has perished at the hands of his adopted son, Lebu. War has broken out amongst his officers, all vying to fill the power vacuum left by his demise. Only you and your ally Han Su are placed to rescue the imperial emperor. Will you act? We will not, because if I do that, I will declare war on Dong Min, and that means I will declare war on Lebu, and as you can see, Lebu's just over there, and that would be very bad for me, so I'm just going to keep the peace. You are charged with protecting China from enemies without. You shall stand fast. Exactly. I mean, it's more that I don't want to fight Lebu, because he's over there. That's quite a scary army, as is Lebu. I just don't think it's worth it. I just don't think it's worth it. We've got a wooden fish. Lovely. Everyone likes wooden fish. Lovely little wooden fish. So, we can see here we've got military supplies. Now, you start off with 100 military supplies, and you gain military supplies for being in your own friendly territory. If you're in enemy territory, then your supplies drop over time.
May my courage reach as high.
Sure. If your military supplies drop to 0, then your army starts taking attrition. So long campaigns in enemy territory are very tricky. Marching during winter also reduces the amount of... So I think winter reduces it by another 40. So effectively we would have lost 61 supplies if we were marching in winter. So thank God we won't. But also we're quite close to the enemy capital. So we can just move in here.
In all directions.
And what kind of armies do we have? So we've got... What's that? Zuhi? Oh, hello. Hang on. What's he got? A heavenly sword. Holy shit. That's quite nice, isn't it? Now, I don't know where Gong Du is. That's the only problem. So, he could be quite close. I could starve them out, but if Dong Min is close, that could be disastrous. So, we're going to go in for the kill. This is going to hurt, but I think it's the best option. So, I haven't been getting much sleep recently. And as such, I've managed to deploy both Wifey and Pang De out in the middle of bloody nowhere, because when I say deploy, I mean I forgot to deploy them. I'll level with you. This battle doesn't go very well, and I blame it on a lack of sleep. I feel like there's strains of blue cheese that would probably make better battlefield commanders than me at this current moment in time. But what we've got is me, so we're just going to have to just deal with it. So already our archers are moving up into range of the enemy archers, because the last thing we want is these dickheads filling us full of arrows. Hidden in the trees is Ma Tung and his cavalry. They're just waiting to swing around here, and our infantry is just holding back. Lots of arrows now raining down. Oh, that's the stuff. Lots of damage there. That's looking pretty bloody good. Already lots of damage being done. They're routing. There's the enemy general. He's actually pretty tanky. The Yellow Turban general's actually quite nasty. So our infantry's now moving up. And Wifey and Pang De are moving up to also assist. We're trying to move them round the range of the towers. The towers are really, really nasty, as you may have seen in the previous settlement battle. So the last thing we want is these things shooting at us. They can actually take out enemy your characters really, really quickly. So we've got some Yellow Turban warrior caps in here. They're a little bit heavier than the bog standard Yellow Turban warriors. And we're moving our G militia in to engage the Yellow Turban warriors, taking a bit of fire, but basically they're just there to soak up some missile fire. So now we're throwing everything we've got, trying to get into the city. Lots of arrows. And here comes our cavalry. As you can see, we're taking quite a lot of damage here. Ma Tung has actually suffered quite a few shots already. And taken a bit of damage. But he should be okay. So our cavalry is now inside the city. Managed to get around behind the enemy. We're actually getting a little bit of lag here, which is weird because I didn't get lag in the actual battle. This is just the replay. I did once get some lag on stream with Three Kingdoms, but it was mostly when the settlement was a lot on fire. So I think probably that has something to do with it. Obviously, you know, we shouldn't get a slowdown with lots of fire. But there we go. So Waifi and Pangda on the way. As you can see, Waifi's taken quite a few shots, and it does significant damage with each hit.
You lack the strength to defeat me.
Your words are
About 3k each arrow that hits. I mean, that's quite a lot of damage. So look at Waifi's taking horrendous punishment. She manages to get into combat and does quite a lot of damage. Pangda is not far behind, having used Waifi as basically a human shield. So in they go. Some of our cavalry have come in, have engaged, but unfortunately cities are not a great place for cavalry, so they kind of got stuck. And the rest of our cavalry has taken a lot of missile fire. We've sent some of our axemen and some G militia to try and take down this barricade. They're slowly hacking their way through it, but not very. You can see these archers are just—they've almost run out of ammo, and they're just having a whale of a time shooting our units. I think we probably need a strategist in this army for some archers with a little bit more ammo, because our archers have already ran out ages ago. They've got no ammo left. So absolute carnage going on here. There's Waifi. She's up to 20 kills. Ma Tung up to 45 kills. We're going to try and concentrate and take out the enemy general.
I know you can do it. If only wars were won with witty words.
Not a very good idea to charge these guys. They've got bamboo spears by the looks of it, and apparently charging cavalry into bamboo spears, not good for the cavalry. Not the best way to look after your horse, apparently, getting it stabbed with bamboo. We've got the enemy general surrounded. We don't want to duel him because he's actually quite potent, so we're just going to surround him with all three of our generals and kick the shit out of him.
Fight!
You know, which works. So he's taken a lot of damage, but look how many kills he's got. Okay, he's run off. He's gone. So now we can try and hack our way through these enemies. There's still quite a few of them. Big mobs. We've managed to smash our way through the barricade. And as soon as I've noticed we've done that, I'll actually send my lads to go and attack the enemy archers. There are still some units milling about. Mostly archers far behind in the centre of the city.
Our success looms large.
Pangda up to 108 kills as he flickers in and out. Where's Ma Tung?
Show no mercy!
There he is. 79 kills, not bad. Waifi, I'm going to try and keep out of the way because she's getting shots. She's only got 6.9k health left. And if you think those towers, and there's one tower shooting at her already, can take 3k off a shot, a couple of hits, and she's basically dead. I'll have to find a new wife. They don't grow on trees, you know. Actually quite hard to find. So slowly cutting our way through the Yellow Turban infantry. Over the city centre. Some archers have attacked us, but we should be able to deal with them. We're a little bit surrounded, but again, they're only archers, so our G militia and our axe band should do fairly well against them. Still continue to hack our way through all of these peasant spearmen. There's a lot of them. And they're actually sticking around and fighting. But Teng up to 118 kills. Pangda up to 70. This is just a matter of time, really, at this point. We have taken quite a few casualties, though. Our infantry has got pretty beaten up. Our cavalry has been pretty much completely run into the ground. But as you can see, settlement battles are always pretty brutal. I mean, look how many bodies just littering the ground here.
The enemy warriors are running! Ah! Shit!
I can't wait for the blood pack.
Move!
Hope they bring it out soon. So we've managed to get some shock cavalry in here. We're going to throw them into the enemy lines. They're actually going to rack up quite a few kills. Look how much damage they're doing. That's pretty good. But there's just not very many of them there. We need to get the rest of our army, I say the rest of our army, I mean what's left of our army, in to lend some help. So we're going to try and come through this direction, but unfortunately there's a barricade here. So we're going to have to smash down the barricade if we actually want to get in and reinforce the... I probably should have gone round the long way. That probably would have been better. Or even, right, rather than smash it, just go round. Probably should have gone round. Again, sleep deprivation. I'm just not really with it at the moment.
Our warriors run! Craven dogs!
So we're going to smash down this barricade. Eventually break through. Not that the enemy has much in the way left to stop us. Lots of their infantry now breaking and running. Probably as they see a horde of very angry men smashing through their barricade at a fairly quick pace, down to 50% already. I'm not sure what poking it with a spear is going to do, but it seems to be pretty effective no matter what. Down to 70%, almost down. Our G militia still holding the line. Just they're completely surrounded, but they're just prodding archers left, right, and centre. And down goes the barricade. And as we swarm the last few remaining defenders, they all break and run for their lives. So, you know, some of our men survived.
Our victory was just.
We only lost half of them. That's fine. Right, we could reduce the population. You know, I don't think we need the population, do we? Settlement level will be reduced, though. I think we'll just go with Occupy.
This shows much potential.
We're going to go with Occupy. I don't know if it's the right choice, but we're going to do it.
Again, I feel the warmth of home.
So we didn't lose any units, although some of them were quite heavily damaged. Although, you know, we're getting some replenishment, which is better than nothing. How long before they're fully? 5 turns. I mean, that could be worse. I was hoping to kill that general, but I guess we didn't. I was hoping to capture him, because then I could have had his sword. More's the pity. Anyway, where's Gong Do gone? Where's Gong Do gone? There you are. Right.
I am not in the mood.
Are you not? Well, what about a peace deal?
We accept.
Well, you kind of had to. Right, okay, so I don't know where Gong Do is, but you won't be bothering me for a little while. And now we've got 2 towns. We're going to demolish both these buildings because they're no use to us. And we have to watch out for Liu Yan. He's down there somewhere. What I think I'm going to do is we can upgrade to the Silk Road Caravan post once we've finished upgrading this. So I think that's what we're going to aim to do, because that's going to bring in a little bit more cash. which is going to be useful.
Our paths have diverged too drastically.
Okay, all right. So Hansu has decided. Oh, fine. Screw you then. See if I care. I don't care. Screw you. Okay, so if they left my military alliance, never mind. Apparently a friend in need. Truly dependable friends are a rare gift and should never be taken for granted. Your comrade, upon seeing you injured in battle, risks his own life to rescue you. They drag you through the hellish battle to safety. You vow never to forget this kindness. So Teng and Pang De are now BFFs. So that's nice. Indeed. I have had some events where one of your characters actually gets injured for no reason. Which is still, in my opinion, a little bit of a shit event. Like, I don't mind it happening like after a battle or something, but happening just when you're, wandering through your own territory randomly doesn't seem particularly good. Okay, let's grab the Silk Road Caravan, because that's going to take 3 turns, and, well, it's not going to cost all of our money, which is actually pretty useful. That's 3 turns. I think we should probably get... I'm tempted to get the inn, actually. So it doesn't give us as much money as the state workshops, which just give a flat 100 for each level. But the inn does give more commerce income. So if we wanted to go commerce income here, so that would be 400 commerce income if we built the Grand Guest House, compared to 500 for the Grand State Workshop. But it would also give us more income from commerce. So a marketplace also gives us additional income from commerce. So we could do those two. It'd be quite good synergy there. What I really want is a Confucian Temples. I think we're just going to go for whatever brings us the most money at this moment in time. So we're going to go with the inn, because the inn at its first rank will give us 110 income compared to the 100 income from the state workshop. So let's go with that. It's only going to take 2 turns. It's not too bad. I'm just going to stick around here for the moment because we're replenishing. I could actually you know what, let's head back. I'm not overly concerned about public order here for the moment. So we're losing minus 25 supplies for the climate because it's a bit chilly in these mountains. In fact, some of the mountains in the south, you can lose about 60 supplies, I believe, just through marching through it. So some terrain is really hostile and you can lose supplies really, really quickly if you're not careful. Hansu declared war on Dong Min. Well, that good. Okay. 2 former generals of Dong Zhao's faction, that one, Gu Si and Li Ju have rebelled in the capital, sowing further chaos with the tyrant's faction. So they've got a civil war. Is it these guys here? Sun Yang. No, they're... Maybe it's here. I don't know. But yeah, so those are the 2 generals that weren't given amnesty by the minister. And eventually they actually retook the city and captured the emperor themselves. So that was fun. I've got a clay axe. That is complete garbage. I wonder if we can actually... Can I...
A joy to see you.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you too. Can I sell you some garbage? I've got, like, a wooden fish. I'll trade that and that. Confirm. We will request payments. We probably won't get very much for this. Oh, well, actually, it's... okay, it's not bad. We'll do that.
Strong foundations are built on such small gestures.
Well, that is true. That is true. So we've still got the trade deals going on, which is quite nice. We've got reform as well. Ideally, I want something that's going to bring us in more income. So we're going to go for the civil service recommendations, because that's just plus 10% income from all sources. So instantly, just a little bit more cash from everything, which is pretty useful. And we should be just getting more money. I'm just trying to build up our infrastructure at this point. Anything we can build that brings us more money, that means we can recruit better units, more units, maybe even more armies. Liu Yan has continued to do absolutely... Oh, Gong Du's dead, apparently. And Ma Ying has been born. And because Gong Du has apparently killed himself, I don't know where he went or what was happening, but he is now dead. So we get +4 population growth, we get +5 income, and +20% income from peasantry. And the Ma resists the tyrant's influence. While Dong Zhao's quest to purge the court of corruption may have been noble, it is clear that his continuing conflict lies at his feet. He has gone mad and must be faced down. Thus, this war ended. Well, I've got some good news for you. He is dead. So, well done there. Good job, everyone. We did it. Mission complete. We got him, everyone. I think here... I think we're going to have to go for land development. Because I need the food. So we're going to do that. We're one turn away from that. And... I would quite like the copper mine, actually. We've still got one turn of... our assignment. We could upgrade the... I'm tempted to do this just because Han Sui has dropped his military alliance, which means he might decide to attack us. So this is our front line, and I feel like just getting more garrison here could potentially save this settlement. So let's go for that. It's not going to give us any money, but it is going to make our units slightly cheaper. So, in some ways, it is going to give us a little bit of money. Xiaolong and... Okay, good. That's going to take some heat off us. Character developments. Oh, who we got? Let's have a quick look. Anyone interesting? No. Dependable administrator. Yeah. Oh, hello. Yojia. Astute advisor. Oops, where are you? There you are. Who the hell were you past? Okay, you're cunning, brilliant, and perceptive. Could we pick you up? Yes, we could. I mean, hang on. Let's have a quick look here. Let's have a quick look. So, if we wanted to swap out this... He would actually do quite well in this army. And we could swap out some of these archers for... Oh, I think I'm going to do that. We're going to get Gyojia. Yeah, that guy. We're going to get that guy. We're going to disband all of these. Do you want to disband or do you want to swap them? Swap units. I think swapping them is probably the better option. What do you have so far? You've got plus 25% range damage. That's quite nice. Stifling Deluge. So plus 5 seconds increased cooldown of abilities. He's got enables... Oh, flaming shots. Okay, great. So if we get some artillery, we can get flaming shots. And additional chance of capturing enemy officers. So that's nice. I think... You give us some... I thought the strategist... I heard someone say the strategist gave you... gave you formations, but I don't think it does. It's fine. It gives... Basically, cunning, lots of ammunition. So that means our archers are going to have more shots, which is pretty good. That's all nice. What could we give? We could give you a clay dog. Sure, knock yourself out. You got a clay dog. Lovely. Enjoy. That's all I can say. So Silk Trader is done. We're actually making 1,500 a turn, which is very, very nice. That's looking pretty good. Obviously, we've lost some money because we've got rid of... what do you want? Regular payment. You want military access. We will make... Why would I want to pay you to... No. Piss off.
If you wish it.
Well, I don't wish it. I don't want to give you... Oh, God, there's Lubu. There's Lubu. I wonder if they wanted military access to traipse through my territory.
No.
Don't know where he's off to. Fugan has come of age. Lovely. And we've got a wooden fish. Great. Love me a wooden fish.
Let the horse peal with laughter.
So let's swap out some of these with some just bog standard spearmen.
The conqueror returns.
So we'll do that for the moment. public order is going up.
Unquenchable flame.
Ish. A bit. Better than nothing. And the horse pasture is going to be ready in 1 turn. I'm going to basically be spending all of my money at the moment on just... Are you traipsing through my territory, you absolute bastard? Lubu. What a jerk. What an absolute jerk. Flogging the troops. Your general has a reputation for discipline, but has recently started taking sadistic pleasure in... Oh my god, Martung is part of the BDSM community. Even people accused of imagining slights or misdeeds are flogged. Their suffering justified as a deterrence to future crimes, and there are a few soldiers in the army who remain unscarred by the whip. So -10. Oh, lovely. Great. So public order is now just in... It's just nosediving.
Caution. Douses the heart's desire.
Yes, Lubu was wandering around our territory like an absolute
Once
dick.
again, I feel the warmth of home.
So let's swap out some of these. I'm quite happy with this. This is fine. I'm going to get rid of the archer in this army.
Your arrival is welcome, my lord.
And we could get some trebuchets, potentially. What can we... Onyx dragons, mounted archers, heavy crossbows, defenders of the earth. That was a great cartoon. I love that cartoon. Do these guys have... Okay. Okay, so we probably want... I could get some crossbows. They're quite good against armour. I could maybe get, like, a couple of crossbows, maybe a trebuchet. If I get... Okay, we're gonna get 3 archers, a couple of crossbows, and trebuchet for you. And then I'm fairly happy. I would like more shock cavalry if we could get it, but
Let the horse peal with laughter.
it's a nice to have rather than necessity.
We would be no threat to you.
So you want 1 food and my wooden fish for an honor... No. You can... We used to have a military alliance. Then you cancelled it and now you want some food and my wooden fish, my favourite wooden fish and all, for a bloody non... You can stuff that up your ass. Now, Liu Yan has done nothing, so I think we're probably safe to ignore him. Famous last words.
Once again, I feel the warmth of home.
I'm tempted to grab another mounted lancer militia. What I might do actually is...
The conqueror returns.
I'm kind of thinking maybe we head south. I could head north, but I just don't know if it's worth it. Oh, we could take this silk trader. That would be useful. Okay, let's take the silk trader. So we're gonna move up over here. I'm gonna grab another of these. And then we're just gonna hold off. So let's get some more money by going for the iron and salt agencies. That's plus 15% income from industry. And then we can go for the merchant tax exemption, which is going to give us more income from industry, but also income from silk and spices, which is going to be pretty useful. So we'll grab that. That should give us a little bit more cash, which is going to be very useful. Looks like one of my generals is not very happy. I'm going to guess it's Pooh, because Pooh, she's not a happy girl, is she? Let's just double check. Nope, it is Pooh. She is down to 14 satisfaction. And there's not much I can do about that really at the moment. She's just a bit of a grump. It could be worse. I think what we're going to do is we're going to sit in this silk trader
The conqueror returns.
just to try and stop the pub. Well, if we move out, it might help the right. Yeah, because
Let the horse peal with laughter.
because Martung isn't there just whipping people and getting an erection over it probably.
Once
Dirty
again,
bugger.
I feel the warmth of home.
So this is only 90 income, which isn't very... So we could grab a couple of them. I'm quite happy with that. I could then grab maybe one of these Sabre Militia, but I don't think I need it. Then I want to get a Trebuchet. And the reason I want to get a Trebuchet is because if we come across enemy towers, then we can bombard the shit out of them. And then I won't have to worry about those nasty enemy towers. Those towers are brutal. They can do a lot of damage very, very quickly. Marzi? Death of Cao Song. That father of warlords, Cao Cao, has been killed by soldiers bearing the banner of Tao Khan. Queen? Word is that Cao Cao will only be satisfied with blood and vow to wipe Tao Kun out in retaliation. So Cao Song was Cao Cao's father, and basically this was an accident. I mean, well, I say accident. I mean, he was brutally murdered, obviously, but Tao Quan was never really. It wasn't intentional on his part. It's just that the bodyguard that he used to try and sort of guard Cao Song turned out that they just wanted to go and rebel. So they rebelled, stabbed Cao Song, and then disappeared off into the mountains. Then, of course, Cao Cao used this as an excuse to declare war. Liu Bei went to Tao Quan's, I don't know how to say that, but that guy's defense, and Cao Cao was attacked by Lu Bu, who had fled from the capital after the generals of Dong Zhao had taken control. Liu Bei then eventually actually took control of this territory, but then lost it again. So, you know, easy come, easy go. So I'm just going to do a little bit more recruiting. I'm going to grab a Trebuchet. Trebuchets are expensive, though. That's the only slight problem. But I feel like this army is now looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. Public order, still not great. I really need to build this up. What I'm going to do is we're going to start our offensive on Han Su. And we're going to start it by heading in this direction over here. So basically, we're going to go for the Silk Trader first. Because if we can take the Silk Trader, I don't know where their army is, but if we can take the Silk Trader, the horse pastures and farmland, then we can come down and grab the city, and hopefully they won't be able to defend themselves. We've got a little ancillary, we've got an Iron Archer, some expertise. What have you got? You've got actually, that is actually probably better on... If we give you the Iron Archer, that's going to increase your expertise and make you give you a little bit more melee evasion. So it's giving you 2 more melee evasion, which is quite nice. And if we then go for you, we can then give you this, although that's currently in transit. It's currently on cooldown. We'll give that to you later. To resolve, that's Panged. Yeah, we'll leave that with him for the moment. There's no point worrying too much about that. Okay, so Fugan, if we put him in this province, he can increase our silk income by 75%. That's pretty good. I think we'll send him to go and do that. Thanks very much, mate. That's really good, because currently we're making 438 here, so that's going to get beefed up quite considerably. So far, so good. Things are looking good. We're going to start moving on Han Su, and I think it should be a bit of a walkover. Once we've captured this territory, we should be in a pretty good place to actually start maybe declaring war on Dongmin, depending on what happens there. But that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of my Ma Tung campaign.